the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.
Delicious things to eat.
The popcorn can't be beat. The sparkling drinks are just dandy. The chocolate bars and the candy. So let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.
Hello, everybody. Just bear with me 1 second here.
Off to a good start.
Yeah, well, it's not hard to it's not easy to manage all this shit because I have to manage all of it. But anyway, good evening and welcome to the inaugural episode of Dead Entertainment Podcast. Bates here, and tonight I am joined by my co-host of Way of Life Live. You might know him as Ray Mungus, but tonight we'll be using his birth-given name, Ray Morse. How are you tonight?
Doing pretty good. How are you?
I guess better than I was yesterday. Also with us tonight is a resident filmmaker, a website contributor, and podcaster, Chris Wendland. How's it going, man?
Hey, it's going good. How are you doing?
As I said, better than yesterday, so I can't really complain too much. So how's everybody's weekend so far?
It's alright. Some snow removal. It was always fun.
Extremely busy. I've been basically working on these graphics for the last 24 hours. It's like ridiculous. I've had everything going till the very last second, sending files off, and hopefully it doesn't look too bad.
Yeah, no, it looks pretty good on my end. As usual, for anyone who's ever watched Way of Life Live, you guys know that we always run late, and we always do everything last fucking second, like true professionals.
Yeah, we had like a whole week to get this sorted out, and it didn't happen.
Yeah, no, I started getting everything ready on my end an hour ago. Not even kidding, hour ago.
I was supposed to do a bunch of stuff yesterday, but I ended up sleeping for like 6 or 7 hours, and that's always fun.
Yeah, but that's just how we roll over here.
We'll get better, though. Trust me. It took us like 7 weeks on the other show to get our shit together, but we finally kind of did, maybe a little bit.
Yep. Yeah, pretty much. I mean, it's probably going to take a couple of podcasts to find our groove here, but we already have our groove over on Way of Life, which if you guys are watching this, haven't subscribed, go over, subscribe. We broadcast live every Wednesday night, 8 o'clock-ish.
Yeah, just a bunch of horror news, geek news, and all that stuff. We always say we're going to do an hour show, and then it ends up being about 2.5 hours for some reason.
Yeah, it's just the way it is.
And last week we cut half the episode, and I think we had our longest episode last week.
Yeah, without a doubt, it was our longest episode.
Go figure.
All right, so I guess we should before we get into the movie, I guess we should just sort of go over what this podcast is all about and, what we're trying to achieve here. Well, it's, another horror
podcast.
Yeah, another horror podcast. What's going to be the main content we're going to be trying to provide with this podcast?
Ultimately, we're going to be looking at films. I mean, it's not a very original concept. We're basically going to watch movies, and we're going to sit around and talk about them, like most fans do. The aim would be to do pre-recorded shows and then live event commentary, similar to this one. I think we're going to be starting in January at some point for the pre-recorded stuff, and we're going to be holding the event stuff sporadically. If I remember correctly, we should be doing a Night of the Living Dead commentary at some point next week with fellow website contributor LB. Keep an eye out on the Facebook page for more information on that.
All right, that sounds pretty cool. So yeah, basically, if you guys have ever followed anyone in the horror world, they like to do a lot of like live tweets as they watch movies. It's very popular. This is going to be very similar, but instead of sitting there and refreshing your Twitter, we're actually going to watch the movie and give live commentary. Now, obviously, we cannot show the movie, but if you guys have Krampus along at home, you can, we'll give you the go on when to hit play on it, so just have it ready to go, and then you can kind of just follow with us as we, give our commentary. The chat is open, so feel free to, share your thoughts, and we will respond accordingly, I guess. I don't know how else to fucking explain it.
Yeah, it's good as way as any.
Have you guys seen this movie yet?
Yes.
I haven't. It's been on my to-watch list since, 2015. I even have the graphic novel, which I also haven't read. But being that it's directed by Mike Dougherty, the dude that made Trick or Treat, I'm pretty excited to see it. Not excited enough to watch it in the last 5 or so years, but excited enough.
I don't think it's been quite 5 years, has it? Anyway, but I haven't seen it either. But I don't know. I've heard about it, and it's one of the reasons I haven't seen it up to this point, but we'll see what happens. Now, the difference between me and you guys is I am not a huge horror nerd. So I watch movies, I love horror movies, but I love the movie for the story and for the moment. I don't bother doing research and following people on Twitter and finding out, all the fan theories and stuff like that. So that's why it's believed that I might add another perspective to the show, because I'll be a little more hard-assed than
abrasive
than the loving fan that can overlook the BS because it is just what they adore.
Just for the record, send all your hate mail to Chris Wendland, because you're not going to agree with him too much, and I don't either. I've known the guy for 21 years now, and me and him have some of the heated arguments about movies to this day, and that's also how I push part of his buttons.
Yeah, we're button pushers. We're button pushers and pot stirrers. We like to
without
stir
a
the
doubt.
pot. That is like our specialty.
I guarantee you, by the end of this movie, me and Chris are going to be arguing about the Dark Tower movie for some reason. But, it's going to happen. Watch.
Nah, I think that argument's over. You've lost that one a few times, haven't you?
Not if I start pushing buttons again, my friend.
So I think we've pretty much gone over everything. We're hoping to get weekly episodes of this podcast moving forward, probably starting sometime next year, with live events similar to this, but they won't always be movie commentaries. But they'll be definitely like straightforward events. They will not be the same as what we do over on Way of Life. So just keep that in mind. Way of Life will always be a news and discussion podcast. This is going to be a more of a straightforward event podcast. Do I have that right?
Yeah, for the most part. We're also looking to bring some shows to the channel as well. I highly recommend subscribing to the channel because we have a lot planned in the new year. I'm talking our news show. We're going to be doing review shows, like bite-sized review shows, and a bunch of other things, possibly even a web series if all works out well. And I decide to start writing because I'm lazy like that. But in any case, we're going to have a lot of interesting stuff coming up in the new year, so definitely subscribe and keep an eye out for these event-type shows.
So there you go there. All right, so hopefully anybody who's here who has Krampus, has it loaded up, has it ready to go, why don't you go ahead and just give us a quick introduction of the movie, Ray?
Put me on the spot here, man. Wow.
I always do the fucking talking.
That is true. I'm going to read directly from IMDb like a true professional. A boy who has a bad Christmas ends up accidentally summoning a festive demon to his family home, as what happens normally during the holiday season. This movie was directed by Mike Dougherty. Like I said before, he did Trick or Treat, and I believe he's doing the upcoming Godzilla movie, which is kind of exciting. I saw a tweet recently that he had a Rodan model all ready to go. In any case, it was stars Adam Scott, Toni Collette, and David Koechner, which I'm sure if you're a comedy fan, you've pretty much seen plenty of these guys before. That's all I can really say. We're going to be watching it soon, so I'm going to shut up about it.
So, yeah, I think we're just about ready to go. I guess we'll just give anybody else who's in chat another minute or so just to get their shit together, get their movie up and going if they have it. If not, then they're just going to be probably confused. I don't know.
The good thing is I'm really hoping to get this podcast on iTunes like our other podcast that never made it onto iTunes. But we need to work everything out, and people could be downloading this themselves and putting it and queuing it up to the movie whenever they want. So soon, keep an eye out for that.
I know I would want to hear us while I'm watching the movie. I don't know about anyone else.
Like, I want to hear us talk about the movie while we talk about the movie. So, I'll be listening to the podcast, and I'll be commentating over our commentary.
Oh, we should do a show like that, just for fun, because that would be really
That would probably be the most irritating thing in the world.
I'd be like, oh, look, there goes Ray, being an ass again.
And there goes Chris, rambling about Dark Tower again.
Well, you guys are lucky that you're in the safety of your own homes tonight, because as Ray can tell you from many a Monster Mania, typically when we're sitting down drinking and watching a movie, you
have bad gas, right?
Yeah, I have some of the most horrific gas imaginable.
Oh yeah, that's a thing.
It's good to know. That's great. Thanks.
Yeah.
We'll imagine that part of it as if we're all together.
Yeah, I'm kind of glad that I'm not together. I'm sitting in the dark over here all by myself, not smelling bad gas and not dealing with Chris's arguments.
You sitting in the dark? Wow, that's something new.
Isn't it? It's crazy. I never do that.
Yeah, well,
and best
me.
Best of all, I'm not asleep. I think that's the highlight of the night.
Oh, it's not 7 a.m. yet.
Yeah, exactly.
You're going to be awake for another 10 hours.
It's morning time for me, my friends.
Yeah, you just woke up.
Exactly. All right, so if you guys haven't gotten your shit into the DVD player or VCR or whatever the hell you're using, get on that. I'll give you 15 more seconds, and then we're going to start.
Yeah. Yeah, because I don't know how other people do this shit, but, yeah.
All right, so we're going to be starting it right about now, from the very beginning, so you should be past all of the title screens and all the bullshit and FBI warnings and all that stuff, and... Wait,
we're not starting it from... Because we all have the same version right now. We're not starting it right from the... From the beginning.
No, I figured we'd watch it at the end and go backward.
Well, no. I mean, the version we have, it has all the titles and everything.
Yeah, you completely blindsided us with this whole after the title cards and the FBI warnings. I thought we were just starting at 0 seconds and watching.
All right, you know what? All right, my mistake. I did not hit play on mine, so I didn't know what the hell to expect.
Yeah, so we're starting at fucking the very, very beginning. All right, guys, we're starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
All right. And by the way, if we do that commentary about commentary thing, it'll probably be Ready Player One. I'll be complaining about it at that point.
And we won't even be watching it. You're just going to be complaining about it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Probably, because I read books, so the movies always suck.
Here we go.
Nice icy Universal.
I know. I always
Yeah,
like
that's
when
good.
they do special Universal logos and stuff like that.
This is weird. I've never actually done like live commentary. I feel like I'm being recorded for a DVD right now.
Yeah, but like far less educated about the movie.
We'll put you in one of our DVDs if that ever happens.
Yeah, I have a DVD copy of my movie, just not the other one.
Oh look, it's Walmart on Black Friday.
I was thinking the same thing when I was testing the audio and I saw this.
That dude up front looked like Q from Impractical Jokers.
All right, nobody is gonna be up on a ladder while the store is opening. That is just like a recipe for disaster.
It's pretty accurate though. Is that Kevin James? In about 30 years?
It's Paul Blart. Like, are people really this violent on like Black Friday?
I don't know. People get hurt on Black Friday every year, don't they?
You know, when I went and bought a TV on Black Friday, it was like I walked in, grabbed my TV, walked out, and that was the end of that.
Dude, those two cops that were tasering the guys, they were like a real skinny, like Indian guy and a real fat, like Asian, like Chinese type of guy. It was like the weirdest version of Harold and Kumar.
Guy looked like the older brother from Home Alone.
Oh, Buzz.
Yeah.
I will feed you to my spider.
Well, we know that Buzz ended up working in Walmart and he went nowhere in life.
Yeah, I wonder whatever happened to him. I never looked up and saw if that dude ever did anything more.
We should
Your
do
guess
that.
is good as mine.
Then again, I never really saw Private Pilot for years and years, and then all of a sudden he just started cropping up everywhere, all amazing like and stuff.
Yeah, it's like he needed some time to like just hone his skills, and then just came back better than ever. Fucking Vincent D'Onofrio, he's the fucking man, dude.
He was pretty good in Saving Private Ryan. Listen to me, in Full Metal Jacket.
Oh yeah, he was great. But if you haven't seen him play Kingpin in the Daredevil series, man, you're missing out.
Oh, I saw it. It was pretty amazing. That's when I first started paying attention, and he was awesome in Jurassic World.
And then he's had a big career in the Law and Order.
You know, the guy that played Buzz actually still works quite a bit. He was in The Tick recently.
He was in the Tick. What? The newest version of the Tick?
Tinfoil Kevin.
Oh my God! I think that was him. He didn't have too many scenes, but wow.
My video just froze. Yeah, it just paused for no reason. I'm at 3 minutes 19 seconds.
3:30, 3:40.
Yeah, I'm at about 3:45 right now.
Careful with the push to talk key. You know how that goes.
I wasn't even touching anything.
Guy's name was Devin Rattray. He's in Rest in Peace Department or whatever.
Oh, R.I.P. Yeah, that movie was a big old fucking flop.
I'm slow.
I gotta like move away from my laptop so that the audio doesn't come in.
No free rides for you guys.
Man, this mother has like constant resting bitch face all morning.
Adam Scott is in everything.
Like the old cranky-looking German grandmother looks more inviting and warming than like the mother.
She kind of reminds me of the lady from Batteries Not Included.
The lady was awesome.
Yeah, definitely.
As soon as I can figure out how I can get to hear this movie, we'll be way better off.
Boring kid talk. Kids are terrible actors these days.
Unless they're in Stranger Things or It.
Or Room. That little kid in, I forget his name, Tremblay was his last name. That kid was incredible.
Room?
Yeah, Room. It was the one that Captain Marvel was in. Brie Larson.
I'm not familiar. I know Green Room and The Room.
I know those two, but look it up. It's just called Room. That looks like a fire hazard waiting to happen.
Yeah, well, aren't all Christmas decorations? I mean, let's be honest.
Yeah, but I wouldn't put that much, like, foliage next to all those lit candles.
Who lights that many candles anyway? I mean, come on, that's just overkill. That's a waste of candles, because candles are fucking expensive. They're like burning. That's probably like $150 worth of candles right there on the mantle. All burning at the same time.
Yeah, they're really fancy looking.
Some company probably donated them to the studio. Just to get a credit at the end.
Look at Captain Logic over here.
That's gonna sum it all up.
that was like 35 Yankee Candle candles, alright?
Now we gotta look in the end credits to see if Yankee Candles is credited.
Oh, you know they are.
It would have been product placement. That's another lovely part of today's films.
I love it. It makes me want things.
Makes me want to puke on things.
I love when they have fun with it, like Wayne's World. So we really haven't talked too much about what's happening in the movie.
No, not yet.
No, it's just a typical family with a odd old German grandmother, but typical grandmother. She got, sneaking sweets to the kiddies. Well, good shit. Reminds me of my
and I totally feel like she's gonna be the one that introduces the Krampus monster into the story. It's kind of crazy that right before this movie was coming out, I've never heard of Krampus, and then all of a sudden it became like the hugest thing in like Christmas pop culture ever.
I just switched to Voodoo. I think I can hear it better this way.
Well, it's crazy because I was looking on Amazon Prime, and they actually apparently made some kind of like official sequel to this called Krampus 2. I don't even remember what the subtitle was.
Yeah, I think it was straight to video or whatever.
It was. But I thought this movie was on Amazon Prime, and then it turns out it was like 4 or 5 other Krampus movies.
Yeah, they just like churned them out. When they caught wind that this movie was coming out, they'd take any Christmas movie and slap the word Krampus on it.
Yeah, one was called like Krampus Unleashed, and yeah. You know what? That's what happens. When one thing catches on, and then everybody's got to fucking do it.
Like horror podcasts?
Hey, we resemble that remark.
All right, so pretty much this movie is Christmas Vacation, but with a evil Christmas demon spirit.
I could get behind that. It's just a shame like Chevy Chase and Beverly D'Angelo is not in it.
I can hear it pretty good until you guys talk.
Deal with it.
I'm working on it.
Yeah, because I mean, you got the the good old fashioned blue collared American family, and then their backwoods hillbilly extended family and cranky grandmother coming in. It's fucking Christmas Vacation.
Yeah, it's definitely got that vibe.
Aren't most Christmas movies the same, though? I mean, they have that same kind of layout for the most part.
Yeah, I guess so. I love this actress. Man, she's great. She shows up in a lot of Adam Sandler movies too.
She was oh, what the hell movie? She was in Mr. Deed. She played like a.
She was worked in the pizza place.
Pizza chef. Yeah.
She kicked Winona Ryder's ass. Remember?
Yep. Yeah, she's awesome. I haven't seen her in a while.
Yeah, no, she's a great actress. Who says that? Who says let's make some memories?
That guy. Oh, this is pretty much down to the nose Christmas Vacation.
No, it really is.
I'm just listening to the dialogue for a second there, and I'm like, holy shit. It's like, just like they took the original script and rewrote it slightly.
Is that the lady from The Visit? Where the kids visit their grandmother or grandparents?
Let me check.
Looks a lot like her. That was a pretty good movie.
I'm glad I never had family gatherings and family holidays like this, where like my family actually comes over and spends the night.
Yeah, come to think of it, I never have either. I mean, I've had like what you're seeing right now, except like the people that I want to stay by come by.
Yeah. We used to have family gatherings like this. Has its upsides and its downsides.
Generally, the people that I want to leave usually leave, and the ones that I want to stay or stay. So, like, I lucked out.
Well, no one really sleeps over except for sometimes my brothers, if we all start drinking at the end of the night.
I have a feeling that in another year or two, once the old homestead is rebuilt on my end, because our house is so freaking big, that I wouldn't be surprised that on some holidays, if friends or family end up spending the night.
Hey, you certainly have the room.
Well, the house is even bigger now, so.
Yep.
Look at all these candles still.
Yeah, that's crazy. They even have the dog.
I wonder what kind of hijinks and shenanigans that dog is gonna get into.
When he gets going, you better off just let him go. He'll tire himself out later.
His head's gonna get shoved through a doggy door and dropped on the floor.
I swear, if he goes outside and says the shitter's full, I'm shutting this off.
No, they don't have an RV. I'm not. If I remember correctly, he actually has like a Hummer H2 or a Hummer H3 or something.
He better not be like towing a Porter John too.
I don't know about you, but I never had any family, like any like cousins or anything that were just this douchey.
No. I was usually probably the douchiest.
No comment.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that you were probably the douchiest as well.
Hey, easy. I was the youngest.
Well, I'm saying modern day.
I am definitely the douche.
You definitely got your revenge after all those years.
No, I don't even really see any of my cousins anymore, but my poor brothers have to deal with it.
And your poor friend, you're forgetting that.
He could deal with it. He's the one that sticks around. You can't choose family.
That is true. Okay, can something happen already? I'm sick of family arguing.
Yeah, it's good because I still can't hear it.
Blah blah blah, typical family crap.
Yeah, it's like a episode of Dr. Phil.
Nice.
Don't worry, people. On the next episode, we're going to be reviewing something a lot more entertaining. Maybe not. Maybe not the next one, but the one after.
We gotta find a movie that starts with a really cool ass death.
We're gonna review "I Drink Your Blood," which is incredible, as Bates will tell you.
Let it be known. Let it be known.
Never seen that
all
one.
the spirits. That is an amazing movie.
If I had my copy out right now, I'd just say let's change this to "I Drink Your Blood" commentary.
Yeah,
And then watch it. Listen to the "I Drink Your Blood" commentary over Krampus. It might be more entertaining so far.
Well, I mean, it's personally, I didn't think this movie was as great as some people made it out to be.
Yeah, I heard it was bad.
It's not bad. It's just it's not as good as people made it out to be. It's.
I think once the trailers were released, the hype train went way overboard because a lot of people like myself are discovering this new Christmas demon. Everybody they couldn't get enough of it.
Yeah, it's not really new. I mean, this is a whole
Oh yeah, no, it's a long time. It's been around for a while, but I think it's new to us in the sense of pop culture. You know, we weren't really as aware of it.
Gotcha.
I like a good family holiday brawl.
This is how the movie should have started. Just 20 minutes of beating the shit out of each other.
I'm in for a good family holiday family massacre. Still waiting for that, for the record.
Now the movie turned into Home Alone.
Yeah.
Yeah. Look what you did, you little jerk.
Meanwhile, this kid's just chowing down.
Yeah, he was like the kid from Home Alone with the glasses who was just drinking all the Pepsi.
What the hell is that kid's name?
Fuller.
That kid that was just chowing down was in Trick or Treat, and ironically enough, he was the one that died because he ate way too much candy. I think the dude poisoned him.
And he sort of looks like the kid from Bad Santa.
Yeah, no, I think it's the same kid.
No. The kid in this movie was not in Trick or Treat. The kid from Bad Santa was in Trick or Treat.
Okay, all right. That mixing one of them up. He looks very similar. He's got to be the kid's brother.
Yeah, no, that's not Thurman Merman from Bad Santa. Looks like him, but it's not him.
Did you ever see part 2?
No, I wanted to, but I heard such horrible things about it.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch it one of these days. It took me 10 years to watch Bad Santa 1, and I regret not watching it sooner. It's great.
Oh my god, the first one's amazing.
I think I watched it for the first time last year, actually.
Never seen it.
Oh, it's great. The kid is the oldest believer of Santa that I've ever seen. He's 12 years old.
You've never met my niece.
No, how old's your niece?
She's 10 and a half now.
Yeesh.
She still believes in Santa. She believes in everything, man. Dude, she's the kind of kid, I guess now at our age we wish we were growing up. She's very crazy lighthearted and believes in everything and wants to see the good and happiness in everything.
Hey, I kind of envy that though, because we're also jaded, and as we get older, and I kind of miss that expression of imagination,
And just like that, the Krampus is summoned, ripping up a letter to Santa. That's all it takes.
But wouldn't the Krampus be okay with that? You were yeah, he stuck it to Santa. Good for him. I'm not gonna go and eat him.
That's not how the Krampus works.
All right, that's just my guess.
It's if you're good, you go to heaven. If you're bad, you go to hell. If you're good, Santa comes to you. If you're bad, the Krampus comes to you.
Fair enough.
It's basically God and the devil.
Yeah. Honestly, you could. I should have read the article that Brandon wrote on our website.
Oh,
Cheap plug.
Yeah, about the Krampus history, the legend.
Exactly. So if you don't know about Krampus like me, you could go to deadentertainment.com and read his article.
Nothing like a good advent calendar reveal scene.
That sounds familiar.
Yeah, it's like in any like mediocre to good Christmas movie.
I'm trying to cue my film back up to where you guys are based on your context clues.
I'm coming up to about 20 minutes and 40 seconds.
I'm on a different service now, so I just switched over to Voodoo because I couldn't hear the other one at all.
And up your computer game, bro.
Give me the time again.
I'm at coming up to 21 minutes. Nothing like a creepy rogue snowman to really chill the bones.
Yeah, this movie could have taken a different path. Like they could have just went with the killer snowman route right here.
Yeah, no, we've gotten that. We don't need it again.
I love that movie.
Jack Frost, right?
Yeah.
We're supposed to be doing a commentary on, not a commentary, but a review on it. I think for
podcast, right?
Yeah, I think a podcast in next week or so.
Dude, imagine being a delivery man in this.
Oh, I imagine it well. We usually get, like, we order Domino's when it's, like, a blizzard out. Fuck cooking anything. We'll have the pizza guy bring it to us.
I love how all these Christmas movies, and there always just happens to be like this massive snowstorm or blizzard on Christmas. I've been alive almost 31 years. I don't ever remember a massive snowstorm or blizzard on Christmas.
I think we got like some, but not massive. I remember. Do you remember the blizzard of Halloween a couple years back?
Yeah.
That was incredible. Like I've never seen anything like that in my life, and not in our area at least.
Yeah, no, that was pretty crazy.
Did you guys see the old lady stick her head in the fireplace to look up the chimney? Oh, okay, that was funny.
I think you're ahead of us.
I didn't think I was that far ahead.
Yeah, people are still family talking. I really should have vetted this movie beforehand.
As I said, I've seen it twice.
Not to say it's bad. I'm sure. Like this stuff it flows well into the later scenes. But like as far as the commentary goes, it's just like a lot of family talk so far.
Old German grandma making like old school hot cocoa using the fireplace to heat up the kettle.
I'm about to abandon this podcast and go upstairs and make some.
Like I needed a grandma like that.
Who sends their kid out in a blizzard that bad?
Obviously a mother who doesn't care.
And moreover, like, where the hell does she have to go that's so important? She's gonna look like Jack Torrance at the end of The Shining in a few minutes.
Doc Halloran is gonna come and save her.
You got the gift! I'm not gonna spoil anything, but I think the Krampus is about to come.
Cause that looks normal, right? That's perfectly normal right there.
You know, like, I'm more concerned about the icicles hanging off the building. I mean, one of those falls, you're pretty much done for.
How is he not jumping and falling through the roofs?
That's a good point. He does have hoofs, so they probably go right through.
And he's probably got like 200 pounds in chains on him.
Yeah, I'm nowhere near where you guys are. But anyway.
Get there.
I'm at coming up on 25 minutes and 15 seconds.
The girl's trying to get into a DHL truck. Just so you know, this podcast does not endorse DHL. But if DHL wants to advertise with us, we could talk.
Yes, they're going to be clawing at the doors after this podcast.
Hey, we didn't say any bad words about DHL. Oh, the old hide under the truck trope.
I think I found you guys finally.
Sweet. So yeah, maybe we should be at your house watching this. Like the gas.
I haven't farted yet.
Christ.
The night is
Poor
still young.
Tao.
Alright, so I do like the Krampus. He's pretty cool. So far. Under the car, foot scene. Definitely brings back memories.
What the fuck kind of memories do you have? What the hell happened to you in your youth?
No, it wasn't my youth. It's a movie.
A terrible movie that we made. I'm trying to forget those memories, Chris. You just keep bringing them up.
You love it. It's your favorite movie of all time.
God, no.
When are we going to do a commentary on that?
Oh my god, that would be incredible. It's going to be like an hour and a half commentary on a 5-minute movie.
We'll just hit repeat.
Oh my god.
We'll have the movie on repeat for you so we can just keep talking about how bad every single scene is.
Like, honestly, that's going to be chiseled on my tombstone. Like, he was a part of Treppin'.
Alright, so I don't know what happened there. There was like a Jack in the Box, and the chick was under the van, and something came out, and she started screaming, and then all of a sudden, whatever it was enough to rock the van like they were having sex underneath it.
Well, I think he was on top. Well, I guess, no, he wasn't on top because they zoomed down, so. It's a good question, because his hood just disappeared, and then she turned away, and she looked back, and the Jack in the Box was there.
When the frozen DHL vans are not rocking, don't come a knocking.
More product placement.
Yep. I still don't trust that damn snowman outside.
Look, another Yankee Candle.
Wonder if the movie's like advertising more than we are, or vice versa. People are gonna listen to this and be like, Jesus Christ, they got a lot of sponsors.
Hey, I'll tell DHL and Yankee Candle where they can send a check. It's all good.
Damn right, man.
Or a cease and desist letter.
Yeah, right.
Look, they're definitely.
Please do not talk about us.
In almost every scene inside the house, there's always a candle flickering or completely visible.
Good ambiance. And also probably a good paycheck. There it is. That's a nice looking candle too.
Yeah, no, I mean Yankee Candle makes good candles. What can I say?
Sure you're not getting paid for this?
I'm starting to think he is. That's why he took so long getting everything set up today, and we were late. He was finalizing his deal.
Yankee Candle is not paying me anything from the Yankee Candle Corporation. All right. They are not supplying us with Yankee Candles on a yearly basis. It's not happening.
Jesus Christ, Fred! How many times you said Yankee Candle? They should be.
You're making it sound like I'm just name dropping Yankee Candle just to name drop Yankee Candle.
Don't forget Yankee Candle.
I can't think of any other candle company. That's why I'm saying their name.
I'm just saying, I'm probably going to give my mother one for Christmas.
And neither should any of our listeners. They shouldn't think of any other candle company either. You should stick with Yankee Candle.
Listen, if anybody watching this right now or listening is thinking about buying a candle, you make sure you go to a Yankee Candle store, and when you're buying it, and be like, listen, I heard all about you guys on Dead Entertainment on their podcast. I mean, they love your candles. You should pay them.
And the clerk will just stare at you with a blank look and be like, "Who are you? Leave now."
Tell Yankee Candle you want them to make a candle scent that's like zombie flesh scented candles.
Or just make it smell like the Krampus. He probably smells like crap.
I definitely want a Yankee Candle that smells like a rotting corpse.
I don't think the Krampus smells bad, and I'll tell you why. The dude constantly is in the cold. Nothing in the cold smells bad. That's like preserved.
I kind of see your logic there.
Yeah, I'm not gonna argue it.
Is that the Hummer?
Yes.
They really went all in on this whole stereotype.
Yeah, they couldn't use the RV because then it would have been exactly Christmas Vacation.
Yep.
Where he was like, I'm going to turn it off if the guy's outside saying the shitter is full. That was pretty good. Sorry.
But I guess if you're going to get caught in a snowstorm, the fucking best vehicle to have is a Hummer.
If you want to get stuck.
Free gifts. Maybe they're Yankee Candles.
I bet you that DHL truck was delivering Yankee Candles for Christmas.
Yeah. Very possible. I have to make a beer run tomorrow. I have one beer left after I finish the one in my hand.
That's a travesty.
It really is. I haven't been to Costco to pick up a new case.
Wish I could get beer at Costco.
Yeah, no, my Costco's got a really good beer and liquor selection.
I'm going to try to refrain from asking what kind, because that's going to open a whole can of worms.
I usually just buy the Yingling. The Yingling's like $16 a case over there, so I just go with that.
More Yankee Candles.
Yep, yeah. Certainly look like them.
If that little kid doesn't get eaten, I riot.
If it doesn't get eaten by that dog, I riot.
Or set on fire by the house fire that's about to happen.
Dude, I could light a candle that's like buried 6 feet deep into like a glass canister, and I'm still worried I'm gonna burn something down.
You got some PTSD though, so I mean it's justified.
Yeah, well, I get offended every time somebody calls something a dumpster fire. You don't know how many, how hurtful a dumpster fire can be, bastards.
And you do not want to be privy to a conversation with me and one of my other friends. I'm constantly referring to dumpster fires.
That's offensive, man.
You should never be afraid of lighting a Yankee candle, because they're perfectly safe. And they burn for a long time.
Like if you happen to set your house on fire with a Yankee candle, it will smell great at least.
I'm gonna when this podcast is over, I am so sending the link and adding Yankee Candle on Twitter.
You really should. Like it'd be amazing if we stumbled upon a Yankee Candle deal as a result.
So she just stuck her head in the fire, right?
That does not seem safe at all.
No.
Dude, she's German. She can handle that. Are you kidding me?
Turns out I was way ahead of you guys. Something happened there.
The credits are rolling on yours.
I'm like, so do you guys see the credits yet?
That was a great movie, guys. I watched it 10 times speed.
Yeah, let's just walk into a frosty, frothy, fucking icy house. That's normal.
If anything, this is the movie I would definitely want to watch on fast forward.
That seems evil.
It's true. You got to be a demented son of a bitch to stab a gingerbread man. What the fuck did he ever do to you?
That.
He legitimately just said that.
Yeah, well, you know, what they don't tell you in the movie, that's actually Gary Busey's character, the Ginger Dead Man, so he had it coming.
That's horrific. Like, I swear, every time you bring up Gary Busey, all I think of is the time he spilled coffee on himself in his bathrobe. Yeah, that was a thing. Sliver. Like, we saw this in person, not on a movie.
Yeah, I can't even make something like that up.
No.
But Gary Busey delivered, and the fact that he really is Gary Busey in real life.
I guess that's something we remember by.
He's actually kind of a nice guy. Believe it or not.
Yeah, it seemed like a cool guy.
He was great on The World's Dumbest Criminals.
Remember his TV show? What was that? Life with Busey?
Don't remember that at all. I'm proud to say.
No, I think it was on. Comedy Central. It was actually it was fucking hilarious. Oh. Quicksand Snow.
It's like that Shark Beach movie. It's in the snow.
There is a movie called Snow Shark, so...
There's that? Oh my god, that's amazing. I'm writing that down.
Yeah, that's a movie. That's a thing. Snow Sharks.
My cousin is reviewing bad movies for our website. The first one is Santa's Sleigh tomorrow with Bill Goldberg, but he is definitely watching Snow Shark next month.
But is it Christmas?
Oh, I have no idea. He's just gonna watch it. Could be summer for all I care.
Not the Hummer.
Damn, he went all like Street Fighter 2 on that car.
Nice.
That grandmother just looks like she's aching to tell the Krampus story. Every time.
She kind of already did.
No, but like, she's got that vibe to her.
Shut up. They all looked at him like, never mind.
Look at the kid poking holes in the bear trap story. It's just, your run-of-the-mill evil Christmas deity.
We've all had them.
Teach you how to make peppermint schnapps. I need an aunt like that, but I hate peppermint. Makes me nauseous.
I like peppermint.
Ugh. All this woman does all movie is drink.
I like that the kid's just like giving her the most weird look.
Because that's a common utensil you find in the kitchen. Just a giant meat cleaver.
That's what I used to carve the turkey on Christmas. I feel like they're way too calm.
Listen, nobody is ever as calm as the garbage scene we talked about on Wednesday's episode from that stupid fucking movie I reviewed.
Oh, you got shot.
We're being hunted. We need to go.
I gotta say, I haven't seen worse acting. It's up there, man. If an Evil Dead like scene doesn't happen soon, I'm gonna riot.
Possession. One of the kids are gonna get possessed.
Instead of like a deer head on the wall coming to life, it's a reindeer head.
I think you're onto something. Like somebody should pitch Sam Raimi that a holiday Ash vs. Evil Dead. Some of these characters need to bite it soon. Too many of them. Too many useless ones.
It's true. But that could mean that there's going to be gratuitous death soon.
With this PG-13 rating, I'm not so sure.
Oh my God, is it really?
Yeah, but I don't mind PG-13s. Like that's all well and good.
So disappointed now.
See, you shouldn't have said anything.
Yeah,
you should have warned everyone about the rating before they started this.
I only looked it up because I was gonna use one of those Grindhouse rated R videos in the intro.
Oh, with like the panther.
Yep. And I was like, man, this movie's not rated R. Fuck.
Where'd they get all that wood from? Where'd all that random planks of wood come from?
You know, I always wonder that, and like when watching Night of the Living Dead and stuff. Like Night of the Living Dead at least explains it, but like you watch the remakes and stuff like that, they all have perfect boards to put out over windows. They're always the perfect size.
No, seriously though, who made those snowmen? Because that is some creepy shit.
Right?
There's two of them just standing there, and I think it's creepier than the Krampus.
Like I said, I don't trust them. If I don't see them come to life and start chasing kids, I'm gonna get mad.
The grandmother's gonna bring the snowman to life to kill the Krampus.
Grandma magic.
Well, she can stick her head in a fire and not get burned. So.
As I said, man, she's German. She's tough.
She probably made those snowmen. And by extension, I don't trust her now.
She's always next to that fire.
Oh, it's probably cold in that house. She's old. I was just trying to be logical there.
Yeah.
I don't think that wood's going to stop the Krampus. I'm not totally sure, but if you could just crumple a Hummer, I don't.
I mean, he is kind of weak. He was hopping on the roofs and wasn't crumpling anything.
Yeah, maybe he can be light on his feet when he wants to, and then he can go all Zangief on a car from Street Fighter 2 if he wants to.
Maybe whatever was in the boxes did the thing to the DHL truck, and not him.
Somebody left a Yankee candle lit inside the Hummer.
Right next to the gas tank. Is that a Yankee Candle lantern?
That candle's burned down pretty low. Oh, did they not have electricity? Did I miss something? I guess the storm knocked the electricity out.
It
Okay.
got knocked out earlier, so that's why they have the fire continuously going, and there's 12,000 Yankee candles everywhere.
Well, to be fair, the 12,000 Yankee candles were there before the power went out.
Oh, that is very true.
It's true. That's why I was
ham on those
confused.
candles.
There's a lot of wood in that dead fire.
Tablet still works.
Surprisingly, depending on who made it.
No Wi-Fi though, so they gotta play whatever's on the friggin' thing without the internet.
Offline mode.
There you go.
I don't know why the fire was died down.
And for people listening, where are you guys at as far as time goes?
Don't ask me.
Oh, I'm not.
46 minutes, 20 seconds.
Cool. Same as me. Chris is probably at the end again.
Now, he's about 5 to 10 seconds ahead of us.
What are you guys seeing right now?
Oh, there's a creature stirring in my kitchen at the moment.
Uh-oh.
Is that what you're
I
seeing?
see a hook coming down the chimney.
Because that's enticing.
At least there's festive bells on it. And the dead gingerbread man thing.
It's a dead
Puppet. Yeah, there you go.
He's fishing for fatties.
Here he goes. He sees that cookie and nobody's going after it.
Alright, right now that house has to be absolutely freezing. You're not supposed to fall asleep when it's like that cold because apparently like you don't normally wake up.
Good times. I mean, it would kill off some of the more useless characters, so why not? Sleep away, buddies. I knew it.
That's a pretty soft cookie for it being so cold. Oh, the cookie's got the screams of Homer Simpson.
Okay, I was just making sure that it wasn't just me seeing that. And Mother still doesn't have that much urgency.
Still has that resting bitch face.
Yeah. Uh-oh. Matt, you okay?
I'm fine, why? Hey, my house didn't catch on fire from a rogue log, alright? It was a rogue...
Asshole.
Yeah, and dumpster.
A rogue, unemployed worker.
No, they're actually still working.
That's disgusting.
Yep. Don't worry, I'm going to start a serious smear campaign against them very, very soon.
Damn, I'd like to comment about that scene, but I don't know if you're here. See the first credit?
Seriously, like, who's really gonna miss that fat kid who didn't talk? Just ate everything. Downing a fucking 2-liter of Mountain Dew. Oh my god, it's Mike. That kid was Mike.
Oh my god. I swear, man. Here comes another Krampus story. She's gonna try to catch herself on fire again. Maybe like they should like call the suicide hotline or something. She might be suicidal.
Nah, as I said, man, she's tough. Old German lady. Probably, she was a Nazi. She looks like a Nazi to me. Probably seen some shit.
That's true.
Oh, here we go.
Exposition, exposition, exposition. Oh, never mind. They're actually going to show it to us.
Sort of. This is actually probably my favorite scene in the movie.
Getting some Tim Burton thrown in there.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say.
It actually more reminds me of the. I know Ray has never seen Hellboy 2: The Golden Army, but it reminds me of a scene from the very beginning of the Hellboy 2.
Kind of has a Fable vibe, no?
Oh yeah, that too.
And it can't possibly be Tim Burton. There's no black and white stripes anywhere within this.
And Johnny Depp's not narrating.
And fucking there's no Helena Bonham Carter or Michael Keaton or Danny Elfman score.
Like, we're saying that stuff like it's a bad thing.
Yeah, but those are all things that are... that
like, long played out.
I guess that was her Krampus moment.
Kind of does look like a kid Winona Ryder though.
Yeah, it really does. I always, like these type of scenes are always hit or miss in movies. They're either really good or just really out of place. I think this one was really well done.
I love this scene. As I said, this is probably my favorite scene in the movie.
This movie has real weird pacing issues so far.
You know what?
Way too many lulls.
It's all honestly because of the PG-13 rating.
They also have a lot of story to tell, and then they have to build up the characters, and like they need those down moments for the characters to develop slightly, and it's usually just them sitting around bullshitting.
There's too many characters. That's the problem.
Agreed. If they condensed it a little bit, I think it'd be a little better.
You know this is before the days of Yankee Candle, because Yankee Candles don't go out in the wind.
That's true. If she had a Yankee Candle, story would be different over here.
Yeah, I mean, they're back in 1920 Germany. They ain't no Yankee Candles back then.
The Krampus would have just kept walking right by because there would have been too much light in the room.
I almost want a full movie of this.
Just an animator.
Yeah, it would be incredible.
So I don't get it. Did the Krampus kill her parents and then leave her, and then somehow she continued to survive on her own? I don't get it.
That would explain how tough she is. I'd need one of those for my tree.
A Krampus spell?
Yep, absolutely.
Does she have it on her tree? Yep, she has it. Very good.
Yeah, because people kidnap kids through chimneys all the time, right? Because that's not at least somewhat supernatural.
Yeah, I agree. It's kind of like, it kind of reminds me of that trope in sequels where they don't believe the massacre happened. Like, oh, it couldn't have been. It must have been a serial killer or something. It never fails.
Yeah,
they witness it and then they don't believe it after the fact.
Yeah, especially if like the event had happened like only days prior or a month prior.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, oh, it was a bunch of crap. It must have been some hippies with their drugs. Told you not to trust those fucking things.
Let him go. It's the Krampus making the snowman. That's what it is.
Well, he's pretty skilled. He should stop eating kids and maybe like get an Etsy account.
Oh, maybe the snowmen are the kids, or the snowmen are the people he's eating.
That explains it.
We need a Valley of the Dolls remake.
That was
with
amazing.
A Valley of the Snowmen.
I've never seen a monster run by that actually made me want to laugh.
Obviously, you've never seen the first Child's Play movie.
Well, that's like a comedy anyway, so.
No. The very first Child's Play movie was far from a comedy, but there were scenes where they didn't use the animatronic Chucky doll. That they actually had a little person. I want to be politically correct. A little person in costume and makeup running around, and it was hilarious.
Krampus is just back for his bell. Give it back to him.
Yeah, like the credits could have ended like 20 minutes ago.
They did, didn't they?
For you. You're on your second playthrough. You like the movie so much you watched it twice.
So, you know, you guys don't know what to expect from this movie because you've never seen it. I've seen it before, and I know what to expect, and it's just utter disappointment.
If you've seen this before, then why in the hell did you agree to do this? Why would you put yourself through this?
Well, they already had it planned. I wasn't going to ruin it for them. And be like, yeah, no, don't watch that movie. That movie.
Know what you could have done? You could have been like, hey, let's watch Christmas Evil. Change that shit around.
Or I could have been a real dick and lied and been like, yo, Buzzard Hollow Beef is a great movie. Let's do that one.
I thought we weren't going to say that name on this episode. It's like a movie that nobody should be talking about.
I'm going to talk about it. I'm going to continue to say how awful that movie is. Don't fucking see it. It's terrible. Do not support those filmmakers. They deserve to have their camera taken away.
Where could you find your opinions on this?
Oh, right over on deadentertainment.com. You can read my review on that awful piece of trash.
Give them a preview. What was the rating that you gave it?
I think I gave it a 1.0 out of 10.
And my brother said that I was harsh on Better Watch Out, 7.5. I gave it.
Dude, this was the worst movie I ever saw. Not Krampus, but Buzzard Hollow Beef.
Like, I want to give you my copy, and unfortunately I do have a copy of House of the Dead, and see how it fares.
I've seen House of the Dead.
Yeah, it's probably the only movie that I absolutely downright loathe. And you could hear this right now. Like, my brother will fight Uwe Boll for it because, you know, he's like a reviewer now.
I don't remember if it was
set that up.
I don't remember if it was the first one or one of the sequels, but one of them had Sid Haig in it.
That no, was it? So, it's part 2, House of the Dead 2, but Uwe Boll had nothing to do with it.
Right, what you're saying is I'd probably love the movie then.
Oh God, you're gonna parade that thing around like it's a godly thing.
Because you hate all good movies and like all crappy movies.
No, I love good stuff. You like terrible shit.
Right, that's how it goes.
Hey, listen, if somebody likes House of the Dead, you know, the game, and they want a movie,
go watch Resident Evil.
No. I'll give you a movie that gives 2 or 3 references to House of the Dead and is way better than the House of the Dead movie. And that's Biozombie.
You know, every time you bring up Biozombie, like I can't argue it. It's such an awesome movie.
It's one of the best, and it's just one of the best like zombie comedy movies.
I think what I'm going to do is after we're done with this whole thing, I'm going to replay it while actually watching the movie, so I'm queued up.
Third time through.
Can you cut in some comments from me along the way? I mean, it doesn't seem like I spent my whole time, as I did, just trying to cue myself back up to you guys.
I think that's half the charm of this episode. Just trying to find the spot with each other.
Meanwhile, I'm like quietly not saying anything and just looking. These snowmen. Tell me you're seeing the snowmen right
I
now.
just saw a Krampus. He's looking at binoculars.
Okay, good. We're only a couple seconds off
good
now, finally.
There's this movie's Fuller, but in female form. The big Coke bottle glasses, at least.
Yeah, no, we already lost the Fuller.
The Fuller is in spirit. She kind of has like his face, though. Look at it. I wonder what that guy's doing right now.
Probably the same thing the kid from Jerry Maguire is doing. Nothing. Just a waste of life.
Or Kincaid.
No love for Kincaid.
I'm also determined to get through this episode with almost zero volume.
36 minutes to go, Chris.
But you know what? I can't hear anything they're saying. I can read it.
Yeah, that's what I got caption on myself.
I kind of feel like I'm not missing much.
No, you really aren't.
You're not.
I might actually be enjoying the movie a little bit more than you guys.
So
Like
they just happen to have that axe.
I get to put my own commentary in.
Exactly, man. We should be doing dialogue.
I love how they give the baby to like the most like non-maternal drunk in the house.
But like, I would trust the drunk because like they don't want to spill any drinks. So, like they probably wouldn't want to drop the kid. Same difference, really.
No, they'd probably drop the kid before they spill a drink.
But I'm saying they've got enough time and practice balancing their drinks, so they probably have a good steady hand on the kid.
Depends on the drink.
True.
So,
She's drinking schnapps, peppermint schnapps.
I like the dog. Best actor in the movie.
I love those dogs. It looks like their faces are punched in, but they're so damn awesome.
They're the millionaire dogs. Yeah, millionaire dogs. They have so many problems that people call them millionaire dogs because they're always at the vet. There's actually vets that specialize in bulldogs because
I had no idea. I wanted to get a bulldog. Now I'm not.
they can make a living. They can make a living just treating bulldogs.
yeah, every dog has like issues specific to their breed, whether it's their eyes, their ears, their knees, their fucking legs. There's, every dog has something special going on with them.
And then there's the bulldog that has it all. No, they're great dogs. I mean, they are adorable dogs. I have nothing against bulldogs. Just I don't think I could ever own one because of how much I hear goes wrong with them.
Good to know. Sorry, future dog.
You do strike me as a bulldog kind of guy, though, right?
Yeah, I would totally have a bulldog. After years of watching horror movies, I get really antsy in scenes where they're pausing for suspense, and I'm just like, okay, I know the shtick. Get on with it.
Oh, look, there were presents, and somebody ripped them open.
It was Fuller. He ate all the cookies. Evidence is right there, man.
Then he wet the bed.
Exactly. As far as I'm concerned, he deserved to get dragged up the chimney with the chain hook.
Is anyone else bothered, now that we're speaking of Fuller again and Home Alone, is anyone else ever bothered by that scene in the first Home Alone movie when they all start arguing at the fucking dinner table and then the chair gets pushed into his face and he's like stuck between the chair and the wall and he doesn't have enough strength just to push the chair away?
Well, that's why he's eating. He's trying to build up that strength.
Yeah, but like seriously, like he gets stuck between the chair and the wall. I don't know, that scene always bothered me.
It was comedic. I don't exactly remember being affected by it, though.
There's a couple scenes of that movie that bothered me, too.
It's like, get your weight up, kid.
Do you even lift, bro?
Watch, I'm gonna look the guy up on IMDb, and he's like a fucking bodybuilder.
He's going to turn down your next request for an interview.
Yeah, somehow we're gonna put a horror spin on well, you know, like Fuller and what happened to him. This thing is pretty gnarly, I gotta say.
It's a Predator clown toy.
Right? It's like Predator dressed up for Halloween.
And that guy can't catch a break when it comes to his legs.
No, not at all.
Look, it's gremlins, but they're gingerbread men.
Well, it took a little over half the movie, but it seems like we're in gear now.
Half the movie? Half the movie? Dude, there's 30 minutes of this movie left.
Thank God.
True. Thank God. That thing kind of looks like Glenn from
Glenda, yeah.
Seed of Chucky.
Alright, seriously, how strong can that thing be? It's a toy.
Like I'm
How
I'd be
many
afraid
nails
for
are loaded
something.
into that thing? And what
I'd
is
be
it hooked up
afraid.
to? It needs to be hooked up to a fucking air compressor.
No,
Yeah, it
looks,
could be battery operated.
yeah, it looks like it was battery operated.
It still needs to fill the air though in the damn thing.
And the gingerbread cookies are resourceful.
Yeah, but the battery operated ones would not be firing at that kind of force.
So do you think the Krampus bakes these cookies, or?
I like the tongue of that thing. Yeah, oh yeah. Oh, that's hot.
Like, I feel bad if anybody went to see this movie on acid.
Oh, you mean like the guy Chris was babysitting last night?
Yes. Oh my God. Next time that guy is tripping balls, Chris needs to show him this movie. Everybody gotta have a one line.
They were like, "Fuck you! I'm coming after you."
That had potential for if this movie was converted to 3D.
Yes.
Yes.
The dog eat it.
That dog rules.
Oh, nice. I might be behind you guys. I don't know.
It's about time.
Yeah, we're about all at the same. We're all within 10 seconds of each other.
I'm still fucking with it.
That's funny.
That may not be true. You know. That doll does not weigh enough for that.
I was thinking the exact same thing. One's being attacked by a Five Nights at Freddy's thing.
Unless this is like a Five Nights at Freddy origin story.
God, we're seeing more of killer toys than other Krampus.
I was just thinking that before. Like, I like this.
They should just rename this movie Demonic Toys, the Christmas version.
Right?
Puppet Master Christmas.
No, this would be Demonic. Well, there was a Puppet Master versus Demonic Toys movie.
It's Charles Van, right?
I think so.
Don't give him any ideas.
There was also a Doll Man versus Demonic Toys. I actually like that movie. I like all the Doll Man movies.
Child's Play is pretty much the only doll movie that I really get into.
No,
like, I'm not into the toy movies too much.
Check out the Doll Man series, man. It's actually really good.
Yeah.
So these were, I guess, supposed to be Christmas gifts, and that's why the gifts were all ripped open.
They were delivered earlier by that DHL guy. They were in that like old school like Santa pouch. It was from the Krampus.
Right. Okay, so then the DHL guy didn't have a truck full of Yankee candles.
No.
No.
He was employed by Krampus.
That's messed up.
So DHL is working for Krampus. That's good to know.
Yep. It's a front
So-
of the Krampus.
So we officially don't support DHL.
Only Yankee Candle.
Well, they're definitely not gonna.
Here.
But FedEx, you know, they're on point. They deliver my Yankee Candles daily.
Oh man! All right, you guys are gonna have to manage for a minute. I gotta go take a tinks.
What are we gonna do without you?
I don't know, man. I'm lost already.
Is he back yet?
God, we're sinking here.
Matt, you there? Hello?
Hurry up.
We need you. No, we don't need to do any entertaining. This movie speaks for itself.
Yeah, for sure. Like, I feel like I'm being ripped off because of the lack of Krampus.
Yeah. They didn't want to pay DHL royalties, so they kept the Krampus out as much as possible.
Like, this movie better end in, like, one of those reveals, like the delivery driver was Krampus all along. Could it be another toy, or is this actually the guy?
It'd be way cooler if, like, the grandmother killed the entire family, just so the Krampus would leave her alone.
Oh, here's Predator again.
So it's sort of like a Hellraiser Christmas then.
Yeah, a little bit. Damn doll again.
I kind of want that doll.
Like, yeah, I was gonna say that they got the evil dolls pretty much down in this movie.
Yeah, the only one I like is the chick doll, the angel wing doll.
They look pretty cool, though.
Oh, there she is. Oh, nice. Ski shooting. Pull.
Uh-oh.
It's about time someone put a shotgun in her hands in a movie.
Ah man.
Agreed. I would just watch a movie with her, like, killing shit.
Oh, she just got like drop kicked by like demon munchkins.
Oh, here they go.
Alright, so, like, this movie went from, like, mediocre at best to amazing in like 5 minutes.
To what? Amazing?
Yeah, like, I love all the, how everything looks and all the turmoil and craziness that's happening. Like, evil elves just broke through the walls of the house and it's tying everybody up.
So that's what makes a movie for you. Gotcha.
Well, it makes an entertaining movie.
I liked when Lady was shooting them. The drunkard picked up the shotgun and just started blasting everything.
Well, now she has more targets.
Except she's chained up.
She'll get loose.
Is she gonna have another hero moment, this lady?
Probably not. Howard just pulled a Barbara from Night of the Living Dead.
Not a whole lot of panic going on in this family right now.
No, the baby just got sucked through the window. I mean, and everyone's just like, "Where's your sister? Where's your sister?" And the guy's holding her back.
I think we're gonna be getting Krampus soon.
So basically, they just like copied like the Phantasm. You know, you got the tall man and all the little tall man like munchkin helpers.
Yeah, I
It's like
guess.
I'm watching Dark Crystal.
Yeah, kinda. I can see that.
It's rated the same too.
Well, you got to remember, back then movies were a lot more lenient. I mean, friggin' Beetlejuice was rated PG.
It's true.
And Dark Crystal was in the mid '80s, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I think so.
86 or 87.
Aren't they remaking that? I could have sworn I read something. It's gonna be next year.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, I think he's finally coming.
Yes. He's done letting the toys do his dark bidding.
Oh, you missed.
There's only 10 minutes left in the movie, so you know.
Matt, you missed the whole theory that the reason the Krampus isn't in the movie is because they didn't want to have to pay DHL royalties for using him too much.
They needed more endorsements from Yankee Candle to afford that.
No, this movie wasn't worth endorsements. They literally just gave him a bunch of candles in order to get all the plugs. They went to him and said, hey, we want a bunch of candles in our movie. If you pay $10,000 towards the budget, we'll put your candles in. They said, we'll just give you some candles.
So I feel like if this grandmother did this earlier, this whole movie could have been avoided.
Did he come back for her? Is that the whole thing? Or
That's the vibe that I'm getting. I'm not exactly sure, though.
Nah, he's just a dick. He doesn't care.
He's just a dick. I love it. At least they gave us a lot of, like, evil things to hold us over before his arrival. Like, there's movies where they just, you know, they'll tease him the entire movie and you only see him for 2 minutes, kind of like the remake of Godzilla.
I haven't seen it yet.
I enjoyed it, but I could understand people's criticism about Godzilla not being... Godzilla basically barely being in it.
what's his problem with walls?
There are perfectly good doors in that house.
He's breaking every wall. Why do you gotta break so many walls? Jesus.
I'm pretty sure that window was already like all knocked out from all those like crazy toys and little people coming through. You could just simply use that. You didn't have to ruin that wall.
Maybe he's like Jason and can't go through windows.
He is the DHL driver and his brother's a contractor.
Gotta keep it all in the family.
Now he's gotta be hired to fix everything.
His character design is awesome.
They're making up for the scene where he ran past the camera and it was, yeah.
Just winked at her.
I like the beard and mustache. Like he's an evil Santa Claus.
Yeah, they gave him some like human features, which was pretty cool.
Gene Simmons?
A little bit.
There's the bell.
That's all I wanted, bitch.
Oh, he's just mad she didn't put his bell on her tree this year.
He's got like a whole satchel full of them.
Poor Granny. Granny, no! I like how the Krampus is also like the weather wizard from fucking DC. You can just control the weather and just create a blizzard.
Had it not been for the Flash, I would have not gotten that reference.
Oh,
Yeah, I didn't get it anyway.
Oh my god, did they actually use the weather wizard in the Flash?
Yeah, and it was pretty good though.
I would have just said Storm.
Storm's not a villain though. The weather wizard was a villain.
Well, there you have it.
I know they used Captain Cold and
Yeah, Wentworth Miller played him.
And the fire dude, I forget his name.
I forget. Heat Wave, right?
Heat Wave, I think that was it.
Yeah.
I don't know any of these people.
Characters from the Flash.
Yeah, they're rogues.
Mm-hmm.
They're having a harder time leaving the grown man than they did letting the kid go. The baby.
Yeah, that's a good point.
These people suck.
I guess I'm not gonna riot because, like, the baby, while the baby didn't get eaten, it got blown out the window, so. Bye-bye, Adam Scott.
Now, if the Krampus just did this, like, in the first 10 minutes of the movie, this movie would have been so much better. Wouldn't have
Yeah, like, instead of the family showing up, it could have been just the Krampus at the door.
Yes.
Or the grandmother could have opened with the storytelling of her childhood.
Instead of the DHL guy, it just could have been the Krampus.
That would have been a good twist.
What do you mean you're going to be right back? What are you going to go do?
Get sucked through the snow?
Damn snow sharks.
I swear, this is like Blood Beach, but with snow.
And no blood.
Yeah. I don't think Blood Beach had blood either. Like, it was pretty bad.
There's also a movie called Sand Sharks.
People are starting to really like their silly shark horror wannabe movies.
I love them. The girl in the back with the glasses is all looking like Barb from Stranger Things.
Did someone just say something about a hybrid?
I don't know, I didn't hear.
One of them dies, the last one lives. He just lets him go, like he did with the grandmother.
Yeah, that kid's an asshole.
Why would the Krampus take him?
Because he failed the Krampus.
I think the Krampus needs to get his priorities straight. He doesn't know what the fuck he's doing.
Like, there should be a set of rules that he should mail out, like a mailer of sorts.
He'd use, like, invisible ink.
It's like passing of the torch.
That is so stupid. All that shit happens. He ripped up a letter to Santa.
Yeah. Like, would Krampus come if he ripped up a letter to Santa that, like, he made a spelling error on and threw away?
Well, I wonder what would happen if, like, we ripped up, like, a parking ticket. Would, like, the parking Krampus come first?
Why does he get to live? He's the one who summoned the Krampus.
Yeah, I don't get it.
The grandmother, too. She summoned him and she got to live.
It would have made more sense
sick.
if, like, the kid became Krampus because he's such an asshole.
It'd be cool if he became Krampus and had to kill his family. No panic. He's like, I'm just gonna keep walking through the snow until I find something.
Yeah, well, at this point, I mean, what's left to panic about?
Hey, pretty much desensitized by this point.
Your entire dead family?
Yeah, but when, like, things like that exist...
Now, this is the kind of party I want to go to.
Right?
There he goes. The Krampus just turned around with his mouth open like, what?
Like, this is the kind of snow barbecue we need to have, right?
Just, like, torches and demons, all sorts of stuff.
Some type of, like, satanic ritual.
Right? I'm just gonna send this movie to Anthony, and I'm gonna be like, check out the scene and make that barbecue happen.
Why could he hit the Krampus with his bell? Come on.
Why is everything sinking in the snow?
He throws like a sissy.
It would have been so much funnier if it hit him like in private parts with the frisbee. He just stood there like a fucking doof.
Uh-oh.
Just bonked him on the head.
That bell opened up a fucking volcano.
We're gonna get Freddy's glove to pull him down next.
Yeah, you and I both know that barbecue's never happening.
Oh yeah, I know. Well, like one of us is gonna have to do a snowbarbecue before he can.
I have barbecues all the time. You guys should just come up here.
I've got like a record of not coming over for barbecues. I think I'm trying to keep.
Yeah. You suck.
How many years have you lived in your house?
9? Going on 10?
Wow. I think I'm going to your 4th of July barbecue next year because I now feel like a dick.
Yeah. I'll believe it when I see it.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, well, it's not
Well,
like
sure.
he does his anymore.
That's true. He deserves it.
Push him in.
Just bite his face off.
This close up, he kind of looks like Snoke. You know what I'm saying? I think we figured out who Snoke is, like Krampus. Don't you dare have a heart, Krampus.
It'd be great if his mouth just opened up and he ate his face.
Yeah, I would love that. Yeah, it's screaming like he's giving him another chance. Choose your words, kid. Choose your words.
I like it when a kid just gets grabbed by his head. Just gets his head palmed.
Oh, don't you dare take that apology. Krampus is the real hero.
He saved Christmas.
Exactly.
Merry Christmas, Krampus Brown.
And before he wakes up, and it was all a dream.
You're right. It's like some Christmas Carol shit.
Like
What?
Wizard of Oz. And you were there, and you were there.
It's a Wonderful Life. Krampus edition.
I want him to just go downstairs and find its entire family hanging.
Well, that's morbid.
But
Yeah, I could totally sign off on that too.
this is such a fucking cop-out.
Yeah, I don't like when they do this either, but
And here you go. There's your PG-13 rating. Everyone survived and was happy in the end.
Not one death, not even one injury.
nor weird snowman outside. It was all a lie.
They should have at least all been there still. But it did open the advent calendar, and it's still open.
So, like, the last 2 days were just a complete, like, blank to the entire family? I don't get it.
The family didn't think to check on him at all.
He slept for 2 days, and no one cared.
Who cares about little Johnny? He's a jerk off. Let him sleep through Christmas.
I hope he re-wakes
2
up,
days.
and he's actually dead.
Yeah, they could do like one of those last minute scares where he wakes up from a second dream and he's still falling.
Hell yeah.
That would be good.
Only way to redeem it.
It should be like a gas leak in the house and the house just blows up.
Yeah, I would take those presents away from that kid. Damn presents. Fuck you.
All the German grandmothers done all movies just serve hot cocoa.
Like, if I get rich, I'm hiring her. I can only hope that Yankee Candle comes through, makes us rich. Even with a good gift, she still has resting bitch face,
Yeah, well, she didn't.
and she's still drinking.
Did you see the one kid got a pair of brass knuckles for Christmas? Like, yeah. That happened.
Okay, so he's gonna open the box, and it's gonna be the Krampus bell.
I hope so.
It's totally gonna be. And it's not the redeeming we want, but I'll take it.
But it's really a bomb.
I won't take it.
I knew it. And the grandma's gonna throw him a wink.
Knew it. I like that bell. I want one.
Yeah, I do too.
It's like something you would find on like an episode of American Pickers.
Exactly. Hey, people that dress up their animals in costumes. Wasn't a wink, but
I guess our silence says it all.
I'm trying to figure out why the family is all weird around him.
Yeah, they're all staring at him like
Yeah,
he's
like-
the weird one.
Like I would get him. Like I would understand he's like weirded out by the ornament, but they should just be like, dude, what's wrong with you? Why are you acting that way?
Who would give you such a hideous ornament?
Yeah, I guess that's the way to explain it.
That's cool.
I like this ending.
Yeah, I just like that scene. That's pretty cool. How he's got all the snow globes and shit.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. That was a good way to end it. I didn't hate it.
Yeah, well, I didn't like it.
I almost hated it. Oh, you guys finally joined me at the credits? Jesus.
Yeah,
Took
man.
you long enough.
Christ.
I want a Krampus advent calendar.
That'd be cool. We should make one and then get rich off of it. I'm gonna cut that part from the podcast.
We should make one and pitch it to Yankee Candle.
Yeah, they have all these like really nice Christmas candles and then one evil advent calendar.
Alright, so final verdicts there, guys.
I could live my entire life happily and never see this movie again.
I'll agree on that one.
I think I liked it. I want to know more of what was said at the family scenes. Watching it as sort of a commentary podcast type of thing, like you're just like, okay, time to fast forward this shit. But I think it really came together in the last act, and the ending wasn't bad, so I'll watch it again.
So you liked it?
Yeah, for the most part.
That's about right.
Die in a fire.
Hey, that's not nice. Hey. That's scarring to your friend over there, okay?
Exactly, and it'd be real scarring to you.
Yeah, I saw it and I was expecting so much when I saw it about last year, and it just didn't deliver. I just don't think it's a good movie.
No, it's not that great. I did like the snow globes at the end, though. That was pretty cool.
It's got moments of, oh, that's pretty cool, but moments of that is just not enough to save this movie.
Yeah, I feel the same to some degree. I really like the character design, and when shit really kicked in, like I pretty much forgot all the nonsense that came before, and I was just like, all right, here we go. Unfortunately, that here we go moment was lasting about 10-15 minutes max, so it didn't really earn the payoff.
Yeah, I'm thinking the movie could have been better if it wasn't held back by a PG-13 rating. Maybe one of these other Krampus movies on Amazon Prime is a rated R movie, and it does what this movie should have done.
Beforehand, one of my co-writers on the site recommended A Christmas Horror Story, and I believe that movie has a Krampus story within it, if I remember correctly.
It does.
It's a great movie.
That was a pretty good movie.
It
A
also,
strange
it also
strange
has
video,
the Krampus versus Santa segment.
Yeah, I'm right. I've seen it and you haven't. You should be ashamed.
Well, I've been really behind on movies.
So yeah, this movie had a sequel in 2016 called Krampus 2: The Devil Returns.
Yeah, like it didn't really catch a lot of like you didn't hear much about it. I actually just found out about it tonight. So
I bet you this. What rating is the second one?
I'm looking that up right now.
I bet you it was better.
I can't find the rating. You would think that would be like right on the front of the movie for Amazon Prime, but it's not.
yeah, go figure.
Hey, turns out Steve was here.
Oh, sweet. How you doing, Steve?
So yeah, there are. Let's see. In 2016, we got the Krampus 2: The Devil Returns, which apparently, from what I've read reviews, has nothing to do with the first movie. Then there's, in 2016, Krampus Unleashed. And then in 2015, there's Krampus: The Reckoning.
Good Lord.
Then there's 2016, A Krampus Christmas.
Jesus.
Krampus Night. A Christmas Sleigh, which doesn't look like a Krampus movie, but then there's Night of the Krampus, but that was 2013. So that was before all the Krampus craze kicked in.
Yeah, that's crazy to me. And I remember at one point there was like 3 Krampus movies in development, and you could tell a lot of these people just had these things going, and they decided, hey, let's put Krampus in it last minute.
Yeah, pretty much.
So, is it safe to say the Krampus craze has died down a little bit?
God, I hope so.
This movie might have just been the final nail in the coffin.
Or the 8,000 movies that came after it.
Came after. This was in 2015. But some of the ones you just read were like 2013.
Oh,
only one was.
Oh, okay.
Only one.
Yeah, it seems like they just went completely nuts on it and took what people were hyped over with the trailer and just went to town.
Oh, and the one from 2013, Night of the Krampus, it's only a 26-minute short.
Yeah, we could totally do that one day, or not.
It's got a 2.5 star rating on Amazon Prime. Then there's one called Krampus Night in 2017. That's only 2 minutes.
2 minutes too long.
And then there's a Krampus Christmas, and that's 7 minutes. So, what's funny is Krampus 2: The Devil Returns and Krampus Unleashed are both 119 minutes.
Hold on, my daughter's here to say hello.
Hi. Yes. Like, she should have been part of the podcast because it probably would have gotten more views that way.
She probably would have enjoyed the Krampus movie.
Like, we should have had, like, a bunch of kittens in our video overlay and the kid talking.
Little did I know it, she probably could have watched it.
Yeah, it wasn't that terrible.
It's not bloody or gory or anything.
No, but it's the jump scares and the creatures.
See, we gotta change. We need to change that, Chris. We need to come up. I just recently saw Gremlins in the theater, and it's aside from one or two scenes, I think she's ready for it. Well, one scene she won't even understand, but there's like this really grim conversation the girl has with the main character, and it's like about like suicide and stuff, and I'm just like, wow, that really took me out of the movie.
Oh yeah, Phoebe Cates, yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know. What about Gremlins 2?
I've never seen Gremlins 2.
You're not missing much. I mean, it's entertaining. I'm not gonna say it's not entertaining. It's definitely an entertaining movie, and I mean, Dick Miller is in it, so I mean that helps.
Is Zach Galligan back?
Yeah.
Oh,
And
okay.
Gates.
Oh, all right. So it can't be that bad.
No, it's not bad. It's just not as good as the first one, but as I said, it's still entertaining.
Well, that's like a win as far as I'm concerned, because that came out in the era where sequels, like, they just cashed in on the movie after the success of the first one. They didn't care about a story or anything like that usually.
And that's Christmassy. We should watch that.
I think originally I wanted to do Gremlins for this, but I was going to assign that as a review to somebody, so I switched it up. We still need to do Christmas Evil. I think we're probably going to dive into Christmas Evil on the other podcast. I need to rewatch it, but I think we're going to do that closer to Christmas.
All right.
Which let's do that on the 27th, because next week we're going to probably be talking about Star Wars.
Ugh. I haven't seen any of them.
Go ugh yourself.
Yeah, well, we're only going to be talking about Star Wars as if your ass actually goes out and sees it.
I just got a text message now that I was invited to go see Justice League, so maybe I could see Justice League and then go see Star Wars immediately after.
Dude, you realize, like I passed by some of the theaters by the towns where I work, and Justice League isn't even in the theaters anymore.
Oh, I figured that was going to be the case. Like the
Caldwell Theater on Bloomfield Ave, it's gone. It's not it's not playing anymore.
Yeah, I figured. Well, once Star Wars was coming out, I figured that one would get the boot.
So, all right. So that's gonna do it for us, guys. That is our first Dead Entertainment movie commentary podcast episode. So we're gonna.
Hopefully you enjoyed it, and hopefully you buy some Yankee candles.
Yes, the Yankee candles, guys. Yankee candles and the Krampus
perfect gift this holiday season.
The Krampus Run DHL. Make sure you use the Krampus delivery service.
That probably would have been a little more entertaining of a movie, just like the trials and tribulations of Krampus delivering during the holidays.
You know what I'm looking forward to? Seeing what we fictitiously plug in the next commentary podcast.
I have a feeling this is going to be a running joke with every movie. We're going to find something to plug every movie.
That's if our boss doesn't fire us. He's gonna get a whole new crop of people to do this podcast.
So anyway, guys, you can follow me, Bates, over on Twitter at Bates_MotelMT. And you can find all of my info right on there. You can check out my YouTube gaming channel and Way of Life Network channel. So make sure you guys follow me on Twitter, Bates_MotelMT.
And since Bates over here did not plug his YouTube channel, his YouTube channel is Live Deliciously in Game. Look it up. He generally streams Friday the 13th and all sorts of other games. It's a fun time. It's a very laid back atmosphere. So go check that out. Check out our our horror news podcast on Wednesdays, 8 p.m., 8:30, give or take. Called Way of Life Live. You can find that Way of Life Network on YouTube. You can follow me on Twitter at Mungus. And off to you, Chris.
Yeah, I don't have Twitter, and I'm not a fan of Facebook, so best way to get in touch with me and check out what me and Ray have been up to over the last couple of years, you can check out cadaverhour.net, or check out Cadaver Hour on Facebook.
Oh my God, Ray, you know who Chris is, right?
What's that?
Doesn't have Twitter, doesn't use Facebook.
He is
Jason Mantzoukas.
Jason Mantzoukas. And we're gonna keep that up. Chris is never gonna get Twitter because of it.
Oh my God, he is so Jason Mantzoukas.
We if you know Chris a little more personally, he really is Jason Mantzoukas.
I don't know who that is. I'm just gonna stay safe and say fuck you. Because at some point you deserve it for something. So
He's a hilarious comedian, but he's also not on Twitter, and it's kind of a shtick. But yeah, we have our own now.
Yeah, I have Facebook, but I pride myself in few friends, so I just refuse every request that comes in.
Right on.
It just gets filled with way too much stuff, and if I even do go on once every 40 days, literally, I'm like, yeah. It's funny because every once in a while, like I literally don't go on except for once every like 10 days. I use the Messenger. That's about it. But I'll go on and like I'll get sucked right in. I'll be scrolling for like 45 minutes, and I'm going, this is ridiculous. I'm like, why am I looking at this senseless crap I don't care about?
Yeah, especially with it being completely out of order these days. Like, yeah, it's just dribble. No better way to put it.
Yeah. I don't know. I like my Twitter, but I you know me, I'm very anti Facebook.
Don't worry, you're gonna be on it sooner or later. We need a stream from Facebook Live.
I'm gonna go on. I'm gonna create a Twitter just so I can follow Yankee Candle.
I mean that's what I'm doing right now. That's why I've stopped talking.
Don't forget to tweet Yankee Candle's Twitter page with hashtag Dead Entertainment.
Like, we want our own candle. Like,
dude, that's gonna happen now.
We're not gonna stop until we get our own Dead Entertainment candle from Yankee Candle. And it better
that's all you want.
like rot.
I think we've plugged them enough where, you know, they can see that we actually like their product.
I agree. I think they owe it to us at this point. They owe it to our fans, and more importantly, themselves.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's time that they step into, you know, the 2017, 2018, and get a real sponsor behind them.
Oh Lord. On that note.
Yep, I think on that note, we've plugged everything we need to plug, and I think.
Oh, one last thing. Go to deadentertainment.com, and check out all the crazy shit that we've been writing.
Oh, yeah, that's
Yeah, there's a couple small things we didn't plug because we were too busy plugging Yankee Candle. Really quick, follow Dead Entertainment on Twitter at DeadENTSite. Like us on Facebook, facebook.com/deadentertainment, the easier thing. Go to deadentertainment.com, and we have 2 ongoing contests right now. One's Facebook, one's Twitter. And for Facebook, you can win a Fright Rags t-shirt of your choosing. Google Fright Rags, see what they are. Trust me, they're worth it. Enter that one. And on Twitter, you could win a copy of Resident Evil 7 Gold Edition for PS4 or Xbox One. For once, I didn't say 360. So yeah, if you could, all those posts are pinned to the Facebook and Twitter page. But if you really, really need to find it, just go to deadentertainment.com. It's on the side under contests or giveaways, whatever it is.
Yep, so definitely, guys, check all that out. Again, thank you so much for hanging out tonight on this first episode of a Dead Entertainment podcast. And we will just, follow us on Twitter and Facebook and everything, and you will know when we are planning the next podcast, and you can join us then as well. So again, thank you, everybody, and we'll see you next time. So, adios, everybody.
Take care. Don't forget to check out Yankee Candles.